Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
Developing tonight, a Kennewick man is accused of hurting an 8-week-old baby. The latest in the investigation.
Plus,
it's sad because we can all just kind of put ourselves in that position and understand a little bit of what's going on.
I felt sick.
the Kittitas County Sheriff's Office provides an update on the search for Travis Decker, the father accused of murdering his 3 young daughters.
And later,
a gathering to get everybody back together for before harvest.
we are previewing Colonis Days, which is back this weekend.
Let's go outside. A live picture from our Skycam network. This is in Toppenish. Get ready for a hot weekend. Your first alert forecast coming up. The news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Wendy Redman.
And I'm Austin Reed. It is Friday, June the 6th. We do begin with first alert weather. Get ready for that extreme heat.
Yes, it is going to get dangerously hot out there. Stacey Lee is off tonight, but in for Stacey, we have meteorologist Hayden Nix with the very latest on what kind of heat we're looking at. Hey there, Hayden.
Yeah, and we already got a taste of it today with those temperatures climbing into the lower 90s. Still feeling it right now as we're taking a look at our tower camera right over there where the Dust Devils will be playing here in about 30 minutes. So if you want to go out and enjoy the game this evening, first pitch is at 6:30. Temperatures are still going to be holding in the 90s through at least the mid part of the game by 8:30, upper 80s. Just before sunset. But thankfully, we still have some dry air in place, so those temperatures should drop several degrees overnight tonight. I'll step out and show you temperature-wise, we're still cruising in the mid to upper 80s. From Moses Lake over to Ritzville, we got 90 in Connell, 92 in the Tri-Cities area as well as Hermiston. But we've got even warmer weather on tap for this weekend. Both Saturday and Sunday, those temperatures are expected to climb with triple-digit readings possible as we go towards Sunday. We do have a heat advisory in effect because of that, as most locations in the valleys will be around 15 to 20 degrees above normal for this time of the year. So make sure to plan accordingly this weekend. But we're going to talk about how hot some locations could be getting and when we'll see some relief coming our way in just a little bit.
Hayden, thank you. Now to continuing coverage. The Kittitas County Sheriff's Office is speaking out this evening on the hunt for Travis Decker, the father accused of killing his 3 daughters in Wenatchee earlier this week.
The U.S. Forest Service closed a large area of wilderness in the Icicle Creek area of Chelan County, where Decker is believed to have murdered the young girls.
Deputies are conducting 24-hour patrols in areas accessible through the rough mountain terrain between Icicle Creek and Kittitas County. But the Sheriff's Office tells us that no public lands in Kittitas County have been closed at this time.
Deputies also say there's no specific evidence that Decker is in our region or has plans to come here, but residents and visitors are urged to be alert and exercise caution. This comes as court documents obtained today show Decker Google searched online how to move to Canada just days before the murders. If you see him, call 911 immediately.
Other news tonight, a Kennewick man has been arrested on suspicion of abusing a child. 28-year-old Devin Cooper is accused of assault of a child. Authorities say they suspected Cooper was hurting his 8-week-old child after they were brought to the hospital for a bone fracture. According to investigators, they believed the broken bone was not due to an accident and that health officials found more bone fractures after examining the child. Child Protective Services stepped in and took custody of the baby and another child. The 8-week-old is currently in stable condition at a Spokane hospital. Cooper had his first appearance in court today. Stay with us for updates in this case. The Kennewick Police Department says they now have a suspect in custody after a teen was shot yesterday. They tell us 18-year-old Mateo Rodriguez was staying at a home near West 5th Avenue and South Quincy Street, but he took off when officers arrived. So they deployed K9 Ivan, who apparently found Rodriguez hiding in a nearby yard. This comes after officials say a teen was taken to the hospital after being shot in the leg. It happened around 3 p.m. yesterday in an alley at 4th and Tacoma. We were there, you can see. Now, the teen reportedly walked into the City Market store on Rainier Street to ask for help. But again, tonight, we know a suspect is now in custody. Turning to another crime alert, a major human trafficking investigation has uncovered a suspected network of illegal massage parlors, including one in Kennewick. KPD played a crucial role in a multi-agency operation yesterday, serving a search warrant at the Asian Wellness Spa on West Kennewick Avenue. At the same time, a second warrant was executed at Healthland Massage in Othello. Investigators believe both spas are connected and owned by 64-year-old Liping Su, who now faces multiple charges related to promoting and permitting prostitution.
KPD's involvement began in February when they partnered with Othello Police to confirm illicit activity at the Kennewick location. Authorities say they've seized thousands of dollars worth of illegal proceeds and a vehicle. Authorities report 3 victims were recovered during this week's operation. Additional charges may be filed. Well, the Yakima Police Department responded to a fight that ended with a person shot. This happened yesterday morning, shortly after 9:30 in an alley in the 700 block of South 3rd Avenue. Officers found a 34-year-old man apparently shot in the chest. The investigation led to a 30-year-old man who police believe had driven off before they even got there. Just after 7 o'clock last night, YPD found the suspect and took him into custody. He was booked at the Yakima County Jail on assault charges. YPD says the victim is now in stable condition. A Pasco driver is under arrest after a suspected deadly DUI crash in Sunnyside. The crash happened just before 5 a.m. at the intersection of Yakima Valley Highway and Juanita Road. Officials say a 24-year-old driver from Grandview was taken to the hospital but later died of their injuries. We're also told the 25-year-old driver from Pasco was taken to jail. The names of the people involved have not yet been released.
Well, new tonight in Pasco, the police department there asking the public for help to identify a person of interest. This comes after a shooting that happened on May 25th at about 2:15 a.m. outside of El Rancho de las Vacas. That's located on 4th Avenue. Anyone with information should contact Pasco PD. Also new tonight, if your lawn or crops are looking a little dry today, you are not alone. A major water main break in the Sunnyside Valley Irrigation District system is causing problems across the city of Grandview. The district says a rolled gasket on a pipe is to blame for the break. Crews tried to isolate the leak but couldn't, so they had to shut off water completely to that line, impacting about 3,400 acres of land.
We're trying to limit the impact to our growers and homeowners in Grandview and surrounding areas. We have crews working on it actively currently to dewater the pipe. Once the pipe is dewatered, we'll have repair crews out over the weekend to repair the system.
Fellman says this doesn't affect drinking water, just irrigation, since there's no municipal water tied to the system. As of now, there's no timeline for when water service will be restored. Well, if you are looking for something fun to do this weekend, the town of Colotis will be kicking off some of its annual festivities.
Sounds like a good time. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert shows us what you can expect if you're headed out there tomorrow.
Colotis Days is back, and it's got a little something for everyone. The popular event, which has been around since the 1960s, brings people from across the Tri-Cities and Franklin County to a town that normally has fewer than 200 residents. While some of the bigger attractions like the Mechanical Bull happen later in the day, the fun actually starts bright and early.
I think the breakfast, like I say, starts about 6:30. The parade, I think, starts at 10. And after the parade, then there'll be vendors on the street. Some of them be selling stuff, some of them be food vendors.
Local Carter Chamberlain says that if you're heading out, get there early because the town fills up fast.
There's probably, 500 people that show up, And so this whole street will be jam-packed, and there'll be people going in and out all day, trailers, cars, trucks.
One of the highlights is the annual softball tournament, a longtime tradition that draws people from all over.
That softball tournament's been going along for quite a long time, so a lot of the people who do softball know about it, and they come out a lot. So.
But for many, it's more than just games and vendors. Halverson says it's a meaningful tradition, especially for the local farming community.
Basically, that's what Colotus Days is about, just a gathering to get everybody back together for before harvest.
And for Halverson, the event has an even deeper meaning, seeing the next generation of Colotus carry on the tradition.
And we've been lucky in this community, a lot of the young people stayed here and raised their families here, so they're bringing their kids out, and so getting to see the kids that were young when I was the president, and then getting to see their families come out also, which is really nice.
Colotus is keeping tradition alive and keeping the community together, one summer at a time. In Colotus, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
William, thank you. Have a good weekend. Organizers say it is a tradition this small farming town is proud of, and they are hoping for a big turnout. The news at 6 is just getting started. Coming up, this year's Yakima Aviation Days is back. We have a preview.
Plus,
I'm ABC's Perry Russom in Washington. President Trump says Elon Musk has lost his mind. That story coming up.
and also, big story this weekend will be the weather and the heat. It is on. We're going to check back in with Hayden to explain what exactly you can expect in your area when we come back.
Riding a motorcycle is a great way to travel, but if someone turns in front of you, you're in the danger zone. If you've been hurt in an accident, call Allen Brecky Law Offices, 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. Finally, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this.
Good Feet Arch Supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Get employee pricing plus 1.9% and $2,500 bonus cash on a 2024 Ford F-150 STX, only at your local Ford dealer.
Expand your access to library services with the Great Rivers Library Partnership. Get a library card at the following participating libraries. Get your Mid-Columbia Libraries card and unlock access to over 350,000 books across 12 locations. High-quality programs like author visits, performers, and special events, and more. Plus, no late fines. Visit a Mid-Columbia Libraries branch near you for more information, or visit midcolumbialibraries.org/reciprocal.
It's the Red, White, and Blue sale at Moore Furniture, and we're celebrating with store-wide sale pricing. Plus, get your choice, free white glove delivery, or we'll pay the sales tax. It's your opportunity for huge savings on our spring lineup, featuring fresh new designs, functions, and features in every department. You'll find relaxing living rooms, bedroom sanctuaries, cozy dining rooms, and the perfect accessories all in stock, on sale, and ready for delivery. Visit your local Moore Furniture, where everyone gets more for less.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Summer's heating up. That means it's time to dive in. Pasco's Memorial Aquatic Park opens Saturday, June 14th. Get signed up for swim lessons. Grab your season passes and don't miss your chance to join the Pasco swim team. Looking to cool off? Open swim runs daily from 1 to 5:45 p.m. So grab the family and come make a splash. It's all happening at the Pasco Memorial Aquatic Park. Your summer fun starts here.
Riding a motorcycle is a great way to travel, but if someone turns in front of you, you're in the danger zone. If you've been hurt in an accident, Call Alan Brecky Law Offices, 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by the Manthei Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, President Trump tells ABC News that Elon Musk has lost his mind.
Now, this comes a day after their remarkable blow-up, with both launching personal attacks at each other. ABC's Perry Russom reports.
And tonight there are questions about the future of the Department of Government Efficiency after this bitter breakup. In a phone call today with ABC's John Carl, President Trump says Elon Musk has lost his mind.
There's been reporting out there that the White House is working to put together a call between Elon Musk and Donald Trump to broker some kind of peace. I asked Donald Trump about that. He said he's not particularly interested in talking to Elon Musk. He said Elon wants to talk to him. He's not ready to talk to Musk, who he called a man who has lost his mind.
Major questions about what influence Musk will have over Republican lawmakers and what it means for the future of Trump's big, beautiful bill.
Do not doubt and do not second guess and don't ever challenge the President of the United States, Donald Trump.
Musk calling the bill that would fund Trump's agenda a disgusting abomination, saying it needs to be killed.
With respect to what Mr. Musk has been saying about the big, beautiful bill and overspending and things like that, I think that that dog won't hunt when you do the math properly.
Republican Congressman Thomas Massie, who voted against the bill, says Musk's comments have probably changed the bill's path forward.
People trust the guy who can land rockets backwards more with the math than they do the politicians.
With some Republican lawmakers avoiding picking sides in this bitter breakup,
I don't really care to get involved in these things.
House Democrats say the feud is a welcome development.
Right now, we're focused on killing the bill.
And tonight, another casualty of the breakup. Trump now considering giving away or selling the Tesla he bought to support Musk. It's parked outside the White House. Sources tell ABC News workers at the Department of Government Efficiency now have questions about their future. They are concerned they could become targets of the administration. Perry Russom, ABC News, Washington.
It is the 81st anniversary of the D-Day invasion, often referred to as the beginning of the end of World War II. On June 6, 1944, tens of thousands of Allied troops from the United States, UK, France, and Canada stormed the beaches of Normandy in Nazi-occupied France. According to the Commonwealth War Graves Commission, the U.S. Army lost the most men in the amphibious landings. Some 2,500 American troops died in the beach assault and airborne operations on D-Day. However, the successful land, air, and sea operation was a turning point in the war. D-Day ultimately led to the liberation of Western Europe from Germany less than a year later. All right, folks, if you love airplanes, listen up to this. You can head out to the Yakima Aviation Fair tomorrow, and that will be your chance to see some amazing aircraft.
Yeah, this story kind of goes well with what we were just talking about, D-Day. You know, among all of the cool airplanes, there will also be helicopters and drones. The Yakima Air Terminal is introducing their new Kid Zone. Among some of the planes this year, though, we've got the EA-18G from VAQ-130 Squadron. That will be on hand, plus MC-130J from the 415th Special Operations Squadron, and last but not least, the KC-135 demo team from Fairchild will be flying high. Yakima's airport director says this year is expected to be bigger than last.
More aircraft, more booths with participants. You know, just we're trying to get our way back to an air show. An air show is very expensive. The insurance, some of the performers are paid performers, and so we're just not quite there yet, but we're working in that direction.
There will also be a pancake breakfast on the south side of the airport from 8 till 11 a.m. The entire event is free to anyone.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, we do have those weather alert days coming up for Sunday through Tuesday, so make sure that you're staying weather aware. I'll step out and show you what the big deal is. It's the above normal temperatures, and we might as well say well above normal readings when we should see average highs around the upper 70s to lower 80s. We'll be nowhere near that. We started that process today, but heading to possible triple-digit readings, especially in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, over the next few days here. So what's causing all of this? Well, let's get to it, because that is the big layer of the conversation that we're going to see with our theme in the forecast for this weekend. Heat advisories in effect for most all of the valley here, and that is going to be from 11 a.m. Sunday through Tuesday night before we start to see a break coming our way. But the big culprit is this ridge of high pressure settling in to the Pacific Northwest over the next few days. We're in fact going to see that ridge holding on as it moves inland, at least for about 24 to 48 hours. It's not until Tuesday we'll begin to see the break coming down from this ridge of high pressure. A couple of upper level disturbances from Canada will help knock it down and shift it eastward, and then we'll finally begin to see a dip in the jet stream, which means low pressure and cooler temperatures coming back. Cooler relative to where we're headed to, but near normal for this time of the year. But speaking of normal, check out what we're expecting over the next few days with our forecast temperatures. This is starting on Sunday. Forecast highs versus the record on that day. You can see 2015 was a significant year for a heat wave during this same window. June the 8th, we're going to keep those records in check, but look what happens when you go to Monday. Tri-Cities is forecast to have a high of 103. Then 2015, the record high that day was 98 degrees. We'll likely see a new record for all locations that you see there. Anything that you see in red means that it's exceeding what's forecast for the high temperature and the daily record set for that day. And then on June the 10th, this is Tuesday, not near as many, but we could still see at least another day where records are broken, with the Tri-Cities area at 101 forecast on Tuesday. So certainly something to be mindful of as we go through this weekend. Extreme heat means that you need to take precautions. Don't cancel your weekend plans. There's a lot of fun going on. You've got graduations, all the things that's already been mentioned, and that is something to just also include with preparation to have extra sunscreen. Also make sure that you're drinking plenty of fluids. If you're going to go out walking, make sure to do so early in the day or late in the evening. And of course, make sure to check on those who tend to not do well with these kind of temperature readings, especially if we have not acclimated to them just yet. Average triple-digit temperatures don't typically happen until the end of June, towards the early part of July, so we are several weeks ahead of schedule at this point. Temperatures here in the 6 o'clock hour, we're still cruising in the 90s with many locations here, holding at 92 in the Tri-Cities, 94 in Hanford, but 83 degrees in Ellensburg. I'll step out and show you 86 in Walla Walla, 88 in Pendleton, 85 in Dayton. Moving forward to tonight, temperatures will still be able to cool down into the 50s and 60s area-wide. We may even have a couple of upper 40s in the blues there, 57 in Ellensburg. Your 7-day planner shows the alert day for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, with triple-digit readings possible for the Tri-Cities area, both Monday and Tuesday. Unfortunately, no rainfall in sight. Yakima, same thing, hot weather over the next few days, but look at the end of the 7-day forecast for all these locations. Finally getting some of those readings to go down into the 80s and 70s by Thursday and Friday of next week.
All right, get ready for the hot weather. We already felt it today.
Yeah, it was pretty hot, but we're going to still dial it up a notch, so be heat-wise out there.
For sure. All right, the news at 6 is back in just a couple of minutes. Coming up.
Wrong turns happen, we all know that. But this one ended up on the tarmac. We'll explain.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. But I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my 2 girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Whether you're injured on the road or on the job. The big dogs at Brumback and Autumn will get you the full compensation. Leave nothing on the table. Brumback and Autumn. Bulldog tough.
Lights, music, magic. At Giza Powerhouse Theater in Walla Walla, the stage comes alive with electrifying concerts, Broadway-style productions, side-splitting comedy, and unforgettable performances. This isn't just a theater. It's a destination for world-class entertainment in Eastern Washington. From the moment the curtain rises, you'll be swept into the extraordinary. Don't miss your chance to experience it all. Get your tickets now online. Giza Powerhouse Theater, where every show is a showstopper.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Right now at Meredith Furniture, it's a buy one, get one free deal you don't want to miss. Buy one comfy recliner starting at just $599 and get the second one free. Yup, totally free. Tons of colors, loads of styles. Come in and find your favorite. But hurry, deals this good don't stick around forever. Kick back in not one, but 2 recliners. Because one just isn't enough.
Meredith Furniture on South Burson, Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Next extra summer's must-binge TV. From The Bear, roaring back to rich people behaving badly.
It's soapy, it's sexy, it's all the things you want in a fun summer drama.
The hot shows to watch. Next extra.
Monday at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Well, time to check this out. A DoorDash driver took a notable wrong turn at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport. Take a look. A 36-year-old man mistakenly drove past a gate last month and headed right onto a restricted area. He ended up parked next to a grounded plane on the tarmac. Chicago aviation officials say the incident didn't cause any disruptions to operations, and police did a security sweep afterward. Officials at DoorDash say it appears the driver simply got lost while making a delivery. Well, I'll tell you what, that makes me feel a lot better about my internal GPS.
Right? We all need it. The driver of the vehicle in this next video reportedly wanted to test their vehicle's abilities, but authorities say it did not go well. California Highway Patrol's South Lake Tahoe deployed a helicopter to rescue the 2 off-road enthusiasts. Yet, that's worse. This is a worse situation for sure. Their vehicle became stuck in the strong current of the Carson River in a county in the South Lake Tahoe area. So
that's some choppy water there for sure. Wow.
Everyone else is signing off, but we are just getting started with the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m., which is next. We will have continuing coverage of your top stories.
Plus, Hayden is coming back with your first alert forecast. We'll be right back.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam.
And I'm already late.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Never a Bother aims to connect families, friends, and allies to make sure young people in their life know that they are there for them and can reach out at any time.
Never a bother.
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 Learn how at neverabother.org. Remember, you are never a bother.
This summer, Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos is heating things up with incredible savings on every piano in our showroom. Take advantage of special bundles on our digital models. Enjoy savings on both new and used options. Get up to $10,000 off on select grand pianos. Enjoy 0% financing for 12 months, and every purchase includes free delivery in Tri-Cities. The hottest part, our 2-day summer sale event happens June 26th and 27th only. Turn up the heat and visit Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos today.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Get employee pricing plus 1.9% and $2,500 bonus cash on a 2024 Ford F-150 STX, only at your local Ford dealer.
Did you know there are buffalo in Washington?
They're fun to deal with. We get to round them up once a year.
Check it out.
We have 115 buffalo in our last inventory last fall.
Buffalo on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next DT.
Ahoy, guys!
We're closing out Nashville Week with the Queen of Country, Dolly Parton. Plus, inside Blake Shelton's bar, Ole Red.
You're welcome, E.T.
Next DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30. With summer approaching, Kennewick Police says they are preventing petty crime. We are on your side with what you need to know here.
Plus, calling all anglers, we have another reason for you to get your fishing pole out, like you needed another reason, right? Well, the news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Friday. We have made it to the end of the week, and the big weather story, first heat wave of, well, it's not even officially summer yet, but...
Well, that is true.
Of 2025.
But it's definitely feeling like it. So, man, I know there are going to be a lot more days like this expected as we actually do head into summer, actual summer, but... the unofficial start of summer has got to be here.
Well, Stacy is off tonight, but meteorologist Hayden Nix is here, and he joins us with a first look at your forecast. Good to see you, Hayden.
Good to see you both, too. You know, Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start of summer, and meteorologically speaking, June 1st is the official beginning of summer for all the stats. So, yes, summer has started somewhere in there, depending on how you look at it. Astronomical summer has yet to begin. That's still at least several days away. But let's talk about this, though. It is warm out there, and temperatures already starting to feel the effects of that unofficial start to summer with 92 degrees. At first pitch tonight, the Dust Devils versus the Vancouver Canadians. They're actually doing the national anthems right now. We've got 90 degrees, about 7:30, upper 80s just before sunset. So if you want to go to that game, you still have time to run over there and enjoy a wonderful evening. Temperatures still warm out there. I'll step out and show you. We've got readings from the mid-80s to the lower 90s across much of the valley, and the higher elevations, lower 80s to middle 70s. But going into this weekend, make sure to stay weather aware. We have got above normal temperatures expected for both Saturday but also on Sunday with triple-digit readings possible. And also something else to mention too, this carries on into Monday and Tuesday as well, so make sure that you're planning accordingly. We do have a heat advisory in effect starting Sunday, lasting through Tuesday, but an end is in sight though, and cooler temperatures will return. We'll talk about when in just a little bit.
All right, thank you very much, Hayden. Well, right now at 6:30, WashDOT data is showing over 1,300 crashes happen annually within highway work zones, with speeding being one of the main causes of those accidents.
It's been nearly 2 months since Washington launched a speed camera program to make those zones safer. Albert James checked in on the rollout of those cameras and if drivers have noticed a difference.
The work zones are dangerous places in themselves, right? And then obviously having people drive through those work zones at a very high rate of speed also increases the danger.
Kyle Miller leads WashDOT's Work Zone Speed Camera program. Created by the legislature in 2023, the program places trailer-mounted cameras in active highway work zones to catch drivers speeding and slow them down. The first camera launched in April, and Miller says another one rolled out this past week. The mobile cameras have moved around numerous zones across western Washington, including construction on Interstate 90 and U.S. Highway 12, and this I-5 work along Joint Base Lewis McChord.
Anywhere where there's a worker, WashDOT construction, some sort of project, we are able to use this solution.
According to State Patrol data, over 2,600 infractions have been issued since the program started. The vast majority of them are first-time violations that have no fine, and a little over 100 were second-time violations with a fine of $248. WashDOT is still compiling and analyzing data as the program is in its beginning phases, but work crews report a difference in driver behavior.
When people see those signs, they appear to be slowing down from the feedback that I'm getting from the field itself, which is great. It's great news.
Drivers through the JBLM work zone I spoke with say they support the idea of having a camera slow people down for safety, but a lot of them didn't even know a camera could be here. You haven't noticed that speed camera under the bridge before?
No, I have not. This is the first I've heard of it.
I haven't noticed the speed camera, hadn't been looking for it.
I've never seen it before. It just looks, again, what she said, kind of just looks like what is a part of the construction that is every day.
Drivers say while it's important to follow speed limits regardless of a camera, they want to see more clear signage where one could be.
If your regular speed on the freeway is 70, you know, you're going to keep going 70, and especially if there's nothing that is like significantly to show you that there's construction and, you know, a speed camera and whatnot.
WashDOT says they put up as many signs as possible as they want people to know to slow down. As the rollout continues, Miller says more cameras will be launched next month, with work zones all across the state being discussed as new locations. And as summer travel coincides with more road maintenance, it's in everyone's best interest to slow down.
This is not just about the worker safety. It's also about the traveling public that goes through, because ultimately we really do want to make sure that everybody can come home safe.
Reporting in DuPont, Albert James, Apple Valley News Now.
Albert, thank you for that. New tonight, with summer heating up, Kennewick police are warning people to be extra cautious when it comes to preventing petty crimes. This story new at 6:30. Now, they say some of the most common issues during the warmer months include vehicle prowls, auto thefts, and shoplifting. But officers say that the key is staying aware of your surroundings and keeping track of your belongings, no matter where you are. And while this may seem like some minor crimes, the department says they're focused on holding people accountable at every level.
No matter what the crime is, the severity of the crime is what we refer to it as. We still want to be able to take a hold of that, because a lot of the times that person, right, if they understand the concept that, oh, I stole a candy bar from a gas station or stole, you know, a TV, something on a larger scale, and they're not held accountable to it, then that's just going to get them in that mentality that, oh, well, if I do it again, nothing's going to happen to me.
Kennewick police say no crime is too small to report, so if you see something suspicious, say something.
If you're looking for fresh produce, good eats, and a reason to get outside, the Richland Farmers Market is back in full swing. The market stretches through the Parkway in Richland, filled with vibrant colors, tempting smells, and the sounds of live music. From ground cherries to Anaheim peppers, local meats, baked goods, and even wine and spirits, there's something for everyone. The weekly event has become a Tri-Cities favorite, bringing the community together and supporting small businesses.
I think it's really great to be able to have the local vendors who may not have a storefront be able to have a little bit of a, you know, a temporary storefront for the day. And it seems like I've talked to some people who have been customers of the Richland Farmers Market for over 18 years. So I think it's a real staple for the community, not only for the vendors, but for the people who shop here.
The Richland Farmers Market runs every Friday through October from 9 until noon, so whether you're there for the veggies or the vibes, you've got plenty of time to join in.
If you are looking to head out on the water, it is the return of free fishing this weekend. This is an opportunity to fish for several species without a license, but it does not include shellfish, steelhead, sturgeon, salmon, and halibut. And the Discover Pass free days also aligns with the free fishing weekend. Be aware that fishing rules and regulations still apply. And in local living, in 2024, one local family welcomed a beautiful baby girl named Riva into the world. And along with her came a little extra something special, a bonus chromosome.
That's right. Riva was born with Down syndrome, and her parents say she's already inspired big dreams. After reflecting on their journey and the amazing people with Down syndrome they've known, the family is now opening Riva's Resale. It's a store that focuses on creating a safe, empowering space where people like Riva can one day learn job skills and shine in the workplace.
There's this misconception that they're not able to do a lot, or they don't understand things, or they're not able to, perform tasks and do those types of things, and that they can't do things independently, and that's wrong. That's not what they're about. They're so capable, they're so fun and bright.
The hope is to build awareness, provide real opportunities, and help more people see the beauty and potential in every extra chromosome. Riva's Resale is located on Clearwater, right next to the Old Golf Universe building, and is open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 until 6. Coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30, we are saying goodbye to a local police chief.
Plus, Hayden is coming back to tell you just how hot it's going to get in your neck of the woods as we head into the weekend. We'll be right back.
This newscast sponsored by Shriners Children's Spokane.
Geisa Stadium is the place for fun. This Friday, June 6th, is a family feast night with your Tri-City Dust Devils. Hot dogs, soft drinks, and more for only $2.50. And on Saturday, June 7th, be sure to be here for a fabulous post-game fireworks show thanks to Highline Engineering and Fabrication. For tickets, head to the official site, DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Get employee pricing plus 1.9% and $2,500 bonus cash on a 2024 Ford F-150 STX. Only at your local Ford dealer.
At Denver Mattress, we believe improving your sleep life should be easy and affordable. And during summer savings, the deals are really starting to heat up. Check out the budget-friendly Summit Queen, easy on the wallet for only $299.99. Take $75 off any Buena Vista. Plus, score a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic. Or make your cash go further with 48 months no-interest financing and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
For over 49 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today at our brand new location on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
It's the Red, White, and Blue sale at Moore Furniture, and we're celebrating with store-wide sale pricing. Plus, get your choice, free white glove delivery, or we'll pay the sales tax. It's your opportunity for huge savings on our spring lineup, featuring fresh new designs, functions, and features in every department. You'll find relaxing living rooms, bedroom sanctuaries, cozy dining rooms, and the perfect accessories all in stock, on sale, and ready for delivery. Visit your local Moore Furniture, where everyone gets more for less.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Our skilled technicians service all makes and models, and we guarantee you'll be happy when our work is complete. If your old AC is a throwback, save now on a new energy-efficient Daikin Fit system. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Welcome back, everybody. After 13 years in the position, the Union Gap Police Department announced the retirement of their chief. Gregory Cobb has served the community for 27 years, but his service is not over as he will be the new city manager. There will be a celebration honoring Cobb next Wednesday from 1 until 3 in the City Hall Council Chambers.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, we've got those weather alert days in effect, and they'll actually be starting on Sunday, lasting through Tuesday. Even though summer, astronomical summer that is, has not officially arrived, it's going to feel like it this weekend with temperatures 15 to 20 degrees above normal. So make sure that you're staying weather aware and planning accordingly. High temperatures ranging from the mid-90s into the triple digits for all of the valley regions, even including areas of the foothills and the lower Columbia Basin. So this is what's going on. Heat advisory has been issued by the Pendleton National Weather Service office. This is mainly for the valleys there, spanning from along the corridors of I-82 and I-84, including areas like the Tri-Cities, Hanford, Yakima, Pendleton, just to name a few locations, including Walla Walla. And this begins on Sunday morning, 11 a.m., lasting through Tuesday evening around 9 p.m. Now, what's causing all this? Well, a lot of it has to do with this big ridge of high pressure just to our west that's going to move onshore over the next several days here. And then it's just going to park over the Pacific Northwest from Sunday into Monday, and then it starts to break down Tuesday. So I want to bring some good news into this. We are going to see this be a short-lived pattern as we start to see by Wednesday and Thursday of next week a couple of series of systems coming in from Canada that's going to help push that ridge out, and then we'll begin to see a little bit of a dip in the jet stream moving onshore, and this will open up for cooler or back to normal temperatures for this time of year to move back into our neck of the woods. Now, one thing I do want to mention with this configuration here, we are going to see these temperatures along with the dry conditions flirting with daily record high temperatures. I'll step out and show you here. This is starting on Sunday. Notice forecast highs are going to be just below the daily record, which was set back in 2015 for nearly all locations here. Had a heat wave back in 2015 that bumped those temperatures into the triple digits for several locations. But look what happens on Monday. All of those numbers in red, that's the forecast high temperatures, and on the right's the daily record. We're likely to see a lot of records broken on Monday, and even establishing them several degrees higher than the previous record. On Tuesday, not near as stout, but notice we still have a couple of locations with forecast highs above the daily record, which was, looks like, again, 2015 being the holder there. So just certainly something to keep in mind. We've got a lot of extreme heat coming our way this weekend, so stay hydrated, take more breaks. Make sure if you like to get out and exercise to do it either early in the morning or later in the evening, avoiding that peak heating hour time frame, which is around noontime to around 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Temperatures here in the 6 o'clock hour still cranking out in the 90s in a few locations. Hanford at 90, Tri-Cities 92, Hermiston in the lower 90s as well. But the good news is it's not going to be something that lasts for much longer. As we go into the evening hours, we do anticipate those temperatures to cool down into the upper 50s to lower 60s area wide. But as we go over the next few days, with those temperatures getting even warmer in the afternoon, we are going to see those overnight lows not getting quite as cool, likely locking into the upper 60s to low to mid 70s across the area. Looking at your 7-day forecasts here, we are expecting that alert day from Sunday through Tuesday with triple digits possible for the Tri-Cities, both Monday and Tuesday. But look at what happens Thursday and Friday. Those readings finally begin to relax. Our average high should be in the upper 70s to lower 80s across the area. So we'll finally get those cooler temperatures to come back. Ellensburg 98 on Monday, 72 by Friday. Walla Walla 102 on Monday, and Hermiston we do expect 103 for the highest temperature for the next 7 days on Monday.
All right, Hayden, thank you very much. So first alert weather day coming up, 3 of them in a row.
Yep, got to be ready, be heat smart out there, and you know, check on the elderly, make sure that you're taking care of your pets and all of that stuff. So
and
be safe.
Don't walk your pets outside
on
when
the hot
it's
pavement.
Yeah, over 100 degrees.
Got to get everything done early in the morning.
Yes, yeah. So.
Yeah, or late at night.
Because they can't talk. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30. Let's see, Madonna, she's releasing a remix album.
Yeah, we'll have the details when we return.
She's the first lady of rock and soul, Patti LaBelle, live. Friday, June 20th, Legends Casino Hotel. Patti LaBelle, 8065 Tour. Celebrating 80 years and 65 years in the biz. Friday, June 20th, Legends Casino Hotel. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Patti LaBelle, 8065 Tour.
Right now at Meredith Furniture, it's a buy one, get one free deal you don't want to miss. Buy one comfy recliner starting at just $599 and get the second one free. Yup, totally free. Tons of colors, loads of styles. Come in and find your favorite. But hurry, deals this good don't stick around forever. Kick back in not one, but 2 recliners. Because one just isn't enough.
Meredith Furniture on South Burson, Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks. Toyota has the best resale value of all brands according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Does shopping for bladder control products have you feeling like you need someone to be on the lookout for you? Now you have your privacy back. We're HDIS, and we home deliver bladder control products directly to you. We're always on the lookout for you. You get free shipping in plain, unmarked boxes. So your private matters, stay private. We understand how you feel. For over 35 years, we've delivered bladder control products to millions of Americans, just like you. You don't have to worry about incontinence any longer. Call now for your free product sample pack and over $45 in money-saving coupons. At HDIS, we're always in stock. We carry all brands in hundreds of styles and sizes. You'll be sure to get what you need, guaranteed.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog and $45 in money-saving coupons and free product samples, call 800-257-0683. That's 800-257-0683.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services, Christine Connolly, Realtor.
Welcome back, everybody. She felt like she just got home 27 years ago, and now Madonna is coming around the bend again. The pop star announced she is releasing a remix album of tracks from her 1998 record, Ray of Light.
Yeah, she originally envisioned it as a companion to that critically acclaimed album, but Ray of Light's commercial success got in the way as its singles kept charting. The 8-track album called Veronica Electronica is a throwback to that time. It features new edits of unreleased remixes by producers who were big in the late 90s dance scene.
Very interesting. The album comes out July 25th digitally and on vinyl as part of Madonna's Silver collection.
And Tom Cruise isn't just an action star, he is now a record holder. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, Cruise holds the title for the most burning parachute jumps by an individual.
That's quite the title, right?
Yeah.
So he secured the record by skydiving out of the helicopter with his burning parachute 16 times. He did this while filming Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. My goodness.
Wow. In a statement, the editor-in-chief of Guinness World Records says Cruise's success is due in part to his, quote, pushing the boundaries of what a leading man can do.
I'll say.
Hey, we want to give a big shout out to the 2025 high school grads. As we leave you to break, here is a live picture from Kamiakin High School in Kennewick.
Yeah,
the
they're getting ready for their big day.
Yeah.
Home of the Braves. And for everybody out there getting ready for your big graduation, congratulations.
We'll be right back, everybody.
I'm Eduardo Morfin. Morfin Law Firm thanks you for 5 years of support. Remember, when choosing an attorney, select a local attorney that supports your local community.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Get employee pricing plus 1.9% and $2,500 bonus cash on a 2024 Ford F-150 STX, only at your local Ford dealer.
Online security is, like, as a mom, one of the very highest priorities. There's so many things that we have to watch out for. With Spectrum, I don't have to worry about it. I know when my kids are on their devices, they are protected because I'm not always sitting right next to them. The reliability, the connectivity, the security, everything is kind of all in one. That absolutely makes it worth it to me.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected. At Shriners Children's, we're home to the world's leading pediatric orthopedic care. Because so many life-changing advancements start here. We provide access to the best doctors and never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. We're the first place to turn for the most common or complex orthopedic conditions. Home to possibility and empowering kids to achieve the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
I'm Jonathan Lawson. If you're 50 to 85, please listen closely. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. It's a rate lock for your life insurance that guarantees that once you're insured, your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. Many policies you see don't have one, but you can get a lifetime rate lock from Colonial Penn. This plan was designed for people on a fixed income with coverage options that start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate is locked in for life. Coverage can never be canceled, and your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down because of your health. See for yourself. Call for an information kit and gift. Both are free with no obligation.
Call 1-800-290-2244 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-290-2244. 1-800-290-2244. Call now.
This wasn't a normal homicide. Every detail made the case stranger.
Tonight, 2020 unravels an all-new true crime. Could a social media app help catch a killer?
That'd be crazy.
2020 tonight on ABC.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
All right, and as we send you off on this Friday, getting ready for your weekend, we wanted to give you one last reason to smile because I think we all need that. So let's take a look at this beautiful, beautiful picture. This is from Kennewick, and this was taken by Steven. This is, of course, brought to you by Lifetime Dental Care. Thank you so much. Scan that QR code at the top of your screen if you'd like to see your picture on TV and make us smile.
We all need it.
Yeah,
yes.
I think we really do, especially after some of the hard news we've seen this week. Send us in some pictures.
Yeah, and stay cool, everybody. It's going to be a warm one, but we're going to say goodnight. Thanks for watching. Austin Reed alongside Wendy Redman. We are back at 11, though. Have a great week, and hoping your news is good news.
That's right. And tune into AppleValleyNewsNow.com for all the latest updates. We'll see you tonight. Have a good one.